Jujutsu Kaisen has really crafted one of the best openings I've seen in a while. I don't know if I'd put this higher than the Heavenly Delusion opening, but this was just a masterpiece. It shows that Yuki Kamiya, who did the opening, really understands how Shibuya is going to play out. It really understands the tone and feeling of Shibuya. Whereas in the Hidden Inventory arc, where it was supposed to be, quotation marks, a very happy and lovely summer, symbolized by the very soft blues and greens that we see throughout the opening, Yuki Kamiya understands that this is not that kind of arc, doing the complete opposite, shrouding everything into a dark red and black. And while you'll often see a lot of the characters smiling in the previous opening, some of the stuff in the most recent opening is just full-on nightmare fuel. So yes, we're going to dedicate a short little video to a breakdown of the actual opening. Now, no, this is not because the actual episode was not impressive. Even the actual episode has Sakuga work that'll put your average Bleach episode to shame. However, I feel like the opening is so far and away the coolest thing to talk about. So let's actually get into the video, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, similar to the previous opening of Hidden Inventory, this was also done by Yuki Kamiya. Yuki Kamiya is just fantastic when it comes to using color. He did two of some of the best looking EDs in Chainsaw Man, that being ED3, which is one of my favorites, and ED8, where we can just see how masterful Kamiya is at using color, especially in ED8 in my opinion. Love how the characters go back and forth between the soft greens and blues to the more orange and red kind of colors. Now, Yuki Kamiya in the openings incorporates his style of color, especially as we see in the first opening with Hidden Inventory, while making it feel in tune with Shingo Yamashita's openings. Shingo Yamashita, who's regarded as somebody who does the best openings, did the first two openings of Jujutsu Kaisen, did a Ranking of Kings opening, and did the famous Chainsaw Man opening. Shingo Yamashita, while being a master compositing artist himself, was capable of showing off some incredible visual storytelling and is capable of doing some immaculate transitions. Again, Yuki Kamiya's openings for Jujutsu Kaisen adopts this and makes it feel in tune with Shingo Yamashita's openings. I'm pretty sure everybody noticed the parallel between Gojo in the Hidden Inventory opening to Yuji in opening 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. And with that out of the way, like I said, with this most recent opening, Yuki Kamiya does the complete opposite of what he did for the Hidden Inventory opening, showcasing the dark, horrifying side of Jujutsu Kaisen that we're going to see all throughout this arc. It has a very similar aesthetic to the Eternity Devil scene in Chainsaw Man, and as we start, as we're greeted with our characters, obviously we can very clearly see the polar opposites between this and opening 1, not even just in the color palette, but in opening 1, we see Gojo and Geto pretty much joined together. Half of their faces literally become each other. I was clearly capable of using that for a thumbnail, but now you have them facing away from each other, showing that there's distance between them now. I'm just absolutely in love with the aesthetic of this, and the directing is phenomenal, and I love how some of these shots are framed. Overall, just incredible. This character acting of Mahito is just absolutely amazing, and because the dark theme of the opening, he becomes a silhouette. They could have just had him run across, but they had to give him extra life by having him twirl around while he's doing it. In the opening, we had transitions that really mean everything, I promise you guys. We have what are supposed to be Sukuna's fingers that transitioned into Yuji having a mental breakdown. I wonder if that's gonna come into play later. You also see this silhouette that's very clearly Mekamaru's new mech that we saw at the end of the most recent episode. However, this transitions into what's supposed to be Miwa crying. I wonder if that's gonna come into play later. You then have a mouth opening up that causes Yuji to transition into Sukuna. And then the best cut in the opening, done by Keiichiro Watanabe. I know it's a blink and you miss it, but that's Maki actually down there riding on her curse tool. Obviously Yuji and Todo, because you can see the clap as they're fighting Mahito. We have some phenomenal Choso and Jogo character acting. Don't look at this too hard, it's going to be a spoiler. Never knew what this guy on fire was supposed to represent. Maybe somebody can definitely tell me in the comments down below. We then have Nobara covering her eye, transitioning into a hand that covers the screen. No spoilers. Gojo up next, he sees your search history, please hide it. And we probably get my favorite part of the opening. Incredibly drawn hands that show a lot of the things we're going to be seeing during this season. Things like Sukuna's domain we saw in the 4th episode. We see these hand signs. If you're not sure what these are the signs that Megumi constantly makes in season 1, implying we'll definitely see this come into play during season 2. And ending it off with Gojo's domain with his wonderfully done eyes. And besides some Gojo and Geto parallels, we pretty much have to end it where we started, with Yuji. Top to bottom, I think this opening is absolutely perfect. Once again, capturing the dark tones of the arc by using the dark reds and black aesthetic, which not only greatly parallels the hidden inventory opening, but also makes it feel in line with Shingo Yamashita's opening with the actual direction, transitions, etc. Top to bottom, this was a phenomenal opening. Now, I could definitely go into more and talk more about the opening, but that would definitely go into spoiler territory. I will say in terms of key animators, I saw that Shun Inokido was listed as one. Where the hell did this man get the time? But that's besides the point. If you liked the video, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And that's all from me today. I'm Debunked by Aaron, and I'm signing out.